Come with me, toy fans.
Hey toy fans, and welcome back to the Analog Toys YouTube channel. And we have another donation to the channel today. This comes from a guy called Andy Wooten. Now, I know Andy Wooten through what I probably think is the best Action Man Facebook page, the Vintage Action Man Collectors Group. I'll put a link to that particular Facebook page in the description of this video. So I know Andy through that particular page. He posts on there a lot. He's a huge Action Man collector with an awesome sense of humor. I don't think everyone gets his sense of humor. Andy's also a veteran, and he's got that kind of that squaddy mentality and that squaddy humor that I really enjoy. So the first time I ever really spoke to Andy a while ago was he had picked up an Australian Toll Toys Action Man, which was like a naked action figure with the box, and he was looking for an original Toll Toys outfit to put on the figure. And he put a call out on the Facebook page. He was looking for the basic soldier outfit for a Toll Toys Action Man. And I said to him, look, I've got quite a few of them, if you'd like one, you can have one. And he asked me how much he wanted. I said, no, don't worry about that. I'll just send it to you. You have the outfit. So we've spoken a couple of times. He actually, before I forget, he actually sent me a whip for my very rare French only Zorro Action Man, which was like the only piece missing from that outfit. And I'll put an image of that Zorro up on the screen, and that whip was very kindly donated to me by Andy Wooten. So I've got this gift box from him. Now, apologies, guys, I've already opened this, look, just the top of it, because he did tell me he was sending it, but when it arrived, I was looking at it just before, and the description is multiple items, and then in brackets, apparel. Well, I've recently purchased online a couple of Analog Toys t-shirts and a hoodie. And I actually thought it was the t-shirts and hoodie, and then I opened it up and I went, this isn't what I think it is. This is actually from Andy Wooten. So I do know that in the top here there's a card of some sort. Oh no, it's a letter. So we will read the letter. Hi Tony, I trust this arrives safely and finds you well. As a relatively new collector to Action Man, I'm an avid fan of your Analog Toys channel and fond of your History of Action Man documentary. Interesting, informative and entertaining. In fact, it's legally responsible. So in fact, my Action Man documentary is largely responsible for starting Andy Wooten's new obsession with Action Man. That's good to know. It's a good obsession to have, Andy. Having caught up on the latest vids during my recent rotation from Iraq, I thought I'd send a few pieces that may be of use as a way of showing my appreciation for the time and effort that you put into the channel. Thank you very much, Andy. I really do appreciate that, especially coming from a fellow, not only a fellow veteran, but someone who's actually still serving, or kind of, who is still out in the Middle East working for a private security company. So much respect to you, Andy. If you want to know in advance what I've included, this is a handwritten letter. No offense, Andy. I do struggle with reading handwriting. If you want to know in advance what I've included, read on. Otherwise, feel free to just dive straight in. As I said, hopefully what's included will be of some use. Well, there's quite a few pages here. All right. I'm going to keep this a mystery for now, Andy. Thank you very much for that. There's something taped to the back of this. And we have taped to the back of this a Sten gun magazine for Action Man, and I actually really need one of those. That's awesome. All right, so I'm not going to read any more of Andy's letter because he's basically describing what's in this box, and I'm wanting it to be a surprise, and I want to share that surprise with you guys. So, without further ado, let's get stuck into the box. Okay, so knowing that Andy is an Action Man collector, I was expecting some Action Man bits and pieces. And we have Action Force. Not only Action Force, carded Action Force. Man, and these are mint. Really minty. Oh. It's a family-friendly channel, but I want to swear. Damn. So we have the carded Z-Force battle gear. So these are additional accessories for all of your Z-Force soldiers. And this is a mint, unpunched vintage card. And look at that on the back there. I don't know how well you can see. It's got the special offer for the mail-away Skeletron figure. Man. Andy, thank you. Oh, I was not expecting this. Now we have the battle gear for Space Force. Oh, dude. And you can see that. So all these accessories, you know, you would find them on other figures, but they've sometimes they're different colours. But these ones are like they're still on a on the sprue. No way! And the SAS battle gear. Oh man, these are incredible. These are going straight into my Action Force display. Man, vintage carded. I've been sent some pretty cool stuff over the years, and oh, unbelievable. Where? What the hell is this? I think Andy sent me... He has. This is a black... This is a rubber Frogman suit. An Action Man Frogman suit. Now this is really, really thick rubber. This is not original. I've actually done a couple of videos on Action Man Frogman, and I've sort of said I'm not going to collect them anymore because they perish. Well, this is much, much thicker rubber. This is really good quality rubber. I don't know if this is a like a custom reproduction or from the 40th anniversary or 50th anniversary even. What have we got here? And now just another, like a skin tight black jumpsuit that you could use to represent the Frogman outfit without having the rubber. I'm sure Andy describes, oh, and we have the hood piece as well. Oh man, I'm going to be putting together an Action Man Frogman later on. This is awesome. I'm sure Andy describes this in the letter, so we'll get back to that afterwards. What else? Dude, this is a Space Ranger outfit. One of the rarer ones. That's actually a helmet from originally from the $6 Million Man, but they brought it out into the Action Man line when they did a very basic sort of Space Ranger outfit as part of the International series. So we've got really nice condition jumpsuit actually. Really nice condition jumpsuit for the Space Ranger. We've got the gloves, we've got the boots. I'm going to have to put all of this together and put it onto an Action Man figure and take a nice photo for you to show at the end. Oh, wow. Oh, no way. No way. This is all of the accessories. So you'll see very recently I did a video about the Action Man designs of a Palitoy designer called Greg Hughes, who designed the Special Team. Now, with the Special Team, I've got the Ground Assault and Arctic Assault loose, and then carded, I've got the Ground Assault carded as well, and then I've got the Underwater Assault and the Missile Assault. What I don't have loose is the Underwater Assault, and I've always wanted to add it to the collection. And Andy has basically sent me all the accessories that I need for the Action Man Special Team Underwater Assault. There's the backpack, the hoses, all of the like webbing equipment, and that's obviously what the Black Frogman suit goes to. So yeah, I'm going to be piecing together this figure and putting together a really nice Action Man underwater assault figure, and again taking a photo for you at the end and showing you the photo. I'm running out of space to put stuff again. Oh, dude. So in the last, not in the last live stream, but in the last Action Man live stream, I covered the Action Man Emergency series. And I mentioned that the one figure I didn't have from the Emergency series is the late issue Crash Crew. And what have we got here? The late issue Crash Crew uniform. Wow. Got the big red helmet with the gas mask. I'm actually worried that I don't have enough spare figures now to put all this stuff onto. Oh, no way. So this comes with an equipment belt. This equipment belt came with a number of different outfits, but a very rare piece, a very hard to find piece, is the gold pliers. The gold pliers, and Andy's actually included these, and look, they work. Man, that's incredible. They are really rare. They're really hard to find. Oh, dude. It's going to take me a while to put all this stuff onto some Action Man figures at the end of the video, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to get all these uniforms. I'm going to get some. I do have a few loose figures upstairs. I'm not sure how many I've got left, but I'll be definitely, basically piecing all of these outfits together, getting the figures dressed, and taking a bit of video footage at the end of this to show you guys. This is awesome. Another Space Ranger outfit. Okay, Andy has obviously watched my videos and maybe my collection tour, because everything he's sending me here is stuff that he seems to know that I don't have. So I've got the Space Ranger Captain, I've got the Space Ranger Talking Commander, I've got the Space Commando, and I've got just the Space Ranger Patroller. I've got that outfit carded, but I don't have it loose. And here Andy has sent me a complete loose Space Ranger Patroller outfit. Everything's there. You're a good dude, Andy. You're a good dude. Next time I'm in the UK, you and me, we're going for a few pints at the pub. The missus will be pleased. No. All right, we've got one more thing in here. No way. Which Andy did mention something about this, and these accessories go to it. I'm not going to show them straight away. Andy did say he was going to send me a ROM, the Space Knight. And actually, a lot of people in the comment section of the YouTube channel and on Facebook asked me if I've got a ROM and if I'll do a video review of the ROM. And Andy mentioned he might send me a ROM, and I thought it was going to be an incomplete ROM. And looking at this, wow. way. This has been... Rom the Space Knight has been a holy grail for my Action Man collection for many, many years, because this is, I think, the first time in my entire life I've actually held one in my hands. I've always wanted to examine this toy, study this toy. Oh, and we have the accessories here. The electronic accessories for this, which goes something like this. Oh, that is just stunning. Stunning. A legendary part of Action Man history, really. I'm going to have to figure out... Yes, I think the backpack comes off. So this has got some electronic features. I think the eyes light up. If this isn't working, I will perhaps do a restoration video and get it working. But yeah, we've got... So there's another sort of light style weapon that actually plugs into the side. The back here. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Sorry, the commentary's gone off again. This is a holy grail Action Man item for me. I can't believe this. As I said, Andy did kind of drop a hint that he was going to maybe send me a ROM. I never ever expected it to be minty and complete like this one. It's this is amazing. I'm going to find Andy's letter. I'm dropping bits and pieces now. Oops. I'm dropping bits and pieces now, but I've got to get Andy's letter back here. Because I want to read the rest of it. Okay, so the first thing he talks about here is ROM. So first up is ROM. I was surprised you didn't have one, but to be fair, I don't see many up for sale. Not sure if all of the functions work, but it definitely lights up. Obviously remove the battery for shipping. I picked up in one of your vids that you were after a Space Ranger Patroller to display. See, Andy has been watching my videos and he knew. Yeah, so I have the Space Ranger Patroller carded. Actually, I mentioned yesterday in a Patreon exclusive video, I'm actually going to the Nexus Toy Fair in Perth in 2 weeks' time, and I'm going to be recording a video while I'm down there. I haven't been to... Nexus is like one of the biggest toy shows in Western Australia. They do about 3 or 4 a year. I used to be a regular buyer and seller at Nexus, but since I've moved to Port Hedland, I haven't visited Nexus in about 4 or 5 years. And I actually think the last time I was at Nexus, I actually picked up that carded Space Ranger Patroller outfit for $100, which I thought was an absolute bargain because it's perfectly mint. So, but yeah, I've only got like sporadic carded items here and there and boxed figures in my collection. I'm primarily a loose collector. I do like to have the odd carded example to put at the back of the display cabinet and stuff. And yeah, the one sort of key Space Ranger figure I don't have is the Patroller. This one isn't mint, but it's in decent nick and certainly worthy of display. Yeah, it certainly is, mate. Also included a Space Ranger International set, though I expect you already have one. Nope, I don't have the Space Ranger International set either. I don't have anything that you sent me, and well, until this box turned up, Andy. So the Crash Crew outfit, he's saying it's not VAM. No, for those of you who are unfamiliar or uneducated, VAM is the abbreviation that us in the collecting community call Vintage Action Man. We just refer to it as VAM. So he's saying that the Crash Crew set is not Vintage Action Man. it's actually the Adventure Team version, which is pretty much the same and would have come out of Germany. Well, that's okay because the Emergency Series Medic in my collection is also an Action Team one. I'm not too bothered either way, whether it is, you know, original Palitoy or whether it comes from the European market, the Adventure Team. It's still all made by the, well, it's all pretty much the same stuff, just made by slightly different companies. Yeah, so he's saying it's pretty much the same. Well, hopefully it will hold a spot for now. Yes, it will definitely hold a spot for now. Last up of the VAM suits, of the VAM stuff, sorry. I'm sure I saw you bid on a lot in a VAM auction, so I've included the special. Yeah, not only has Andy watched my videos, he actually saw that I was bidding on the Underwater Assault set in a Vintage Action Man Collector's Facebook page auction, and I missed out on that set. So he's included the Special Team Underwater Assault. It's complete other than obviously the Perish suit, so I've included a Lycra jumpsuit to stand in. Also included is a 40th anniversary G.I. Joe wetsuit. Okay, so that's where it comes from. It's the 40th anniversary G.I. Joe, which is a lot thicker. I share your frustration over the perishing rubber suits and find this to be a pretty decent alternative, much thicker rubber. Finally, I know from recent vids you've renewed your collection of Action Force, so I've included these accessory sets. And I absolutely love those accessory sets, Andy. Really appreciate it. Although these probably aren't up to the same standard as the rest of your awesome collection, I hope they can at least fill a gap for now. Once again, thanks a lot for your time and effort with the channel, and best wishes to you and yours. And then P.S. the Sten Gun magazine. I'm just going to go back to a comment that you made here, Andy. Where you said, although these probably aren't up to the same standards as your awesome collection. Dude, you're being quite modest, man. Everything you've sent me, it's awesome. It's complete. It's in great condition. You know, I've got a few sort of tricks when I display my stuff. A lot of my stuff isn't completely perfect. You know, I've restored a lot of my Action Man uniforms and accessories, and not everything I have is completely mint. And I actually prefer it that way. I get a lot of satisfaction out of, you know, bringing a toy back to its former glory. But I'm just blown away. Rom. Thank you very much, Andy. This is incredible, and it's going to facilitate a few future videos as well. This is awesome, mate. Stay safe. Not only in your next rotation back to the Middle East, but in all future rotations, man. Stay safe, keep low, move fast, and I really appreciate this. Well, yeah, I'm quite stunned. I'm really stunned. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'm so pleased I could share this with you, opening this box. This is another incredible experience. You know, when I started a YouTube channel, I never thought that these kind of things would start happening to me. And actually, I mentioned earlier that I did a Patreon exclusive video just yesterday, actually, where I talked about Nexus. And I said to the patrons of the channel in that video that I would I would see them in, the next video that they would see me in would be my feature video, which is the top 10 vintage female action figures. But I wasn't expecting this, so this will probably be the next video you see before that one. Man, awesome. All right. Thank you all for watching. Thanks very much to Andy. As I said, stay safe, brother. And I'll see you guys in the next video, the top 10 vintage female action figures. Cheers.